What's up guys? So there are 14 brand new Angelus brushes, and trust me when I say these are going to make your custom life a lot easier. So let's start out with our first brush, which is going to be our number 10 shader. This brush features a nice flat top that's going to give you some really crisp lines. This brush is typically good for blocking out or filling larger areas and painting alongside straight edges. I would definitely recommend this brush for a base coat or a quick color change. Moving on to brush number 2, which is a number 6 shader. This brush features a smaller flat top for crisp edges and more control. Typically, this brush is your go-to for most paint jobs, as its medium size will allow you to do any color blocking or colorway changes with more precision. Brush number 3 is our number 2 shader. This is the last of our flat tops, and once again will give you crisp edges and straight lines. This is typically good for color blocking smaller areas, finishing touches, or filling in edges with full control. Brush number 4 is our 1/2 inch angular shader. This brush features an angled top that has longer bristles on one end and shorter bristles on the other. This is good for creating heavy lines or curves, painting around angles, and can hold more paint for filling in panels. Brush number 5 is our 3/8 angular shader. This features a smaller angular top for more control. This is also one of your go-to brushes, as it can commonly be used for a variety of things, such as creating medium, more precise lines and curves, painting in smaller panels, and giving you a smooth, stroke-free finish. Brush number 6 is our 1/4 inch angular shader. This features an even smaller angular top that's great for creating small, sharp lines, blending in small areas and corners, and filling in curved shapes or lettering. Brush number 7 is our number 1 angular shader. This is the smallest of our angular brushes and can be used for a variety of things. Typically, this brush is good for touching up your work, sharpening lines, and painting in hard-to-reach areas that bigger brushes can't normally get to. Brush number 8 is our 18/0 short liner. This has a pointed, narrow brush with longer bristles and can carry a good amount of paint. It's typically good for lettering, outlining, and long continuous strokes. Brush number 9 is the number 2 filbert. This features a narrow rounded top that can carry a good amount of paint. This brush is great for blending, as the rounded bristles hold together extremely well when wet. Brush number 10 is the number 2 angular. Just like our angular shaders, this features an angled top with longer bristles at one end. I would recommend using this brush for lettering, outlining, or thickening lines and detail work. Brush number 11 is our number 2 round. It features a round pointed tip that's useful for filling in edges, detail work, or painting curved, squiggly, or thin to thick lines. Brush number 12 is the number 1 round. This has an even smaller rounded tip and is good for delicate line work, details, or even painting smaller things such as stitching. Brush number 13 is the 20/0 spotter. This is a round brush with long, narrow bristles. This is great for detailing, long continuous line work, and cleaning up or adding finishing touches. Last but not least, brush number 14 is the 5/0 spotter. This features shorter, tighter hair for heavy detail work. The shorter hair has less flex, which creates extremely accurate details. Now that you guys are familiar with brushes, let's go over the Angelus 5-pack. It features a number 2 round, number 6 flat, number 10 flat, number 6 filbert, and a 1/2 inch angular brush. Now, there's a lot of variety here and a huge opportunity to create some really cool projects. For example, let's use the number 6 flat brush to fill in square shapes and edges. Let's use the number 10 flat brush to fill in large areas and change colorways. Our 1/2 inch angular brush can be used to fill curved or hard to reach spaces. We can use the number 6 filbert brush to blend paint colors together. Lastly, our number 2 round brush can be used to create outlines and thicken line work.